Tests are how your ranger will interact with their surroundings and make the world come alive. Tests appear on cards as an aspect plus an approach icon, followed by a thematic and mechanical description. To perform a test, start by choosing one from any card in play that is not in another ranger's player area. You may also choose from one of the 4 common tests on your common test reference card. Notice what the test interacts with. Most tests interact with the card they are printed on, but some interact with other cards in play. After choosing a test, suffer fatigue equal to the presence value of each ready card between you and the card you are interacting with. To suffer fatigue, take the top card of your ranger deck and place it face down in your fatigue stack without looking at it. Do this for each fatigue suffered. For example, if this ranger were to use the Traverse Common test on the current location, Lone Tree Station, they would suffer 2 fatigue, 1 from the Hanging Gardens and 1 from the Sitka Buck. Cards in the other rangers within reach area are not counted, and neither is the Sitka Doe, as it is exhausted. Now you need to commit effort to the test. Tests can succeed or fail, and the more effort you commit, the more likely you are to succeed. First, you must commit 1 or more energy tokens from your pool, matching the test's aspect. Each energy committed adds 1 effort. If you don't have at least 1 matching energy to commit, you cannot perform the test. In our example, this ranger has 1 fitness energy left in their pool and must commit that to the test. You may now add additional effort by discarding cards from your hand that match the test's approach icon. Each matching approach icon among all discarded cards adds 1 effort. In our example, the Traverse test requires exploration approach icons. The ranger discards 2 cards from their hand, each with 1 exploration icon, adding 2 to their effort. Some cards may allow you to add extra effort to your or another ranger's test, and some card effects place a player's ranger token on cards in play. If the card your test is interacting with has any ranger tokens on it, you add 1 effort for each ranger token. These can be great ways of assisting other players. Once you determine your ranger's total committed effort, draw and reveal the top card of the challenge deck. Each challenge card shows a modifier for each aspect, either a 0, +1, -1, or -2. Apply the matching aspects modifier to your committed effort, along with any other card effects in play. In our example, the ranger committed 3 total effort and draws a -1 fitness modifier. Since Traverse is a fitness test, this brings their resulting effort to 2. Now you compare your resulting effort to the test's difficulty. Each test has a difficulty of 1 unless you see a number noted in brackets. If your resulting effort equals or exceeds the difficulty, you succeed and resolve any effects noted in the test's description. If you fail, you either do nothing or follow any explicit failure instructions noted by the test. In our example, the Traverse test has a difficulty of X, where X is equal to the presence of the location interacted with. Lone Tree Station has a presence of 1. The ranger's final effort was 2, meaning they succeeded at the test and can trigger its effect. The Traverse test tells the ranger to add progress to Lone Tree Station equal to their effort, which was 2. The last step of performing a test is to resolve challenge effects. The challenge card drawn will have an icon on the bottom, a crest, mountain, or sun. These icons match with challenge effects on cards in play. After you resolve the effects of the test, you must resolve each challenge effect on active cards, starting with the surroundings and working towards you. Exhausted cards and cards in other players' areas are not active, unless you are interacting with a card in that player's within reach area. In our example, the ranger drew a sun icon, so we will activate all active sun challenge effects. We start with the weather. Downpour has a sun effect which discards 1 of its rain tokens and makes each ranger suffer 1 fatigue. We would then trigger the location, the missions, and then cards along the way, but they have no sun effects. A Sitka Buck within reach of the ranger has a sun effect with a double arrow icon requiring another active Sitka Buck for it to trigger. There is not another active Sitka Buck, so we ignore that effect. The Sitka Doe is exhausted, so its challenge effect is not active. Finally, if the challenge card drawn has a reshuffle icon at the bottom right, shuffle the challenge discard back into the challenge deck.